I'm in the middle of Ol Pejeta Conservancy. I'm surrounded by waterbucks, Thompson's gazelles, Grant's gazelles, zebras, white rhinos, and black rhinos on the horizon. A big herd of Ankole cattle right here, mixed in with the wildlife. If you're looking for conservation models that work, Ol Pejeta has to be near the top of the list.
The Conservancy now is about 110,000 acres. If you can make the presence of wildlife something that people value, then the chances are that they will act to preserve the continued existence of that. So our model very much is to try to maximize the use of the land through using our wildlife asset as a lever to generate donor funding, which we can then apply to development initiatives amongst the people and the communities that live around us as a means to improve their livelihoods. Kenya's conservation is funded primarily by tourism. So people coming to Africa to see these animals and to provide a reason for governments to keep those animals, I think is really, really important.
Each lion has its own unique frequency. So the lion with the collar, her name is Shior. She's actually the leader of this pride. This pride consists of 8 females and 3 males, which will go out, look for the area where they're going to hunt, and then the others follow. So this is the best time now for them to start hunting.
Ol Pejeta Conservancy is home to the largest population of white and black rhinos in Africa. The rhinos are protected by an anti-poaching unit with 32 armed rangers and 8 amazing dogs.
Welcome, I'm Daniel Moneki. I'm the head of Anti-poaching unit. I want to welcome you to Ol Pejeta, especially here at the Anti-poaching unit headquarters. We work hand in hand with local Kenya authority.
And I have a total of 4 dog handlers.
When we have a stage footprint within the conservancy, we introduce bloodhounds for tracking. Now this is the gunpowder that we normally use for sashing, a pure gunpowder like any other powder that is in the gun. Niapo. Looking up at you shows that it's here I have completed my work, give me my reward. That's how we operate.
The highest level of security is for the last 3 northern white rhinos on Earth.
Here with me are the 3 rhinos. We really take great care of them because we don't want to lose them. And I myself, I don't treat myself as a human, but I treat myself as a rhino. I learn animal behavior from these rhinos, and I love them very much. It's my favorite animals. Yeah.
I'm with Sudan, the last remaining male northern white rhino in the world. The last 2 female northern whites are in the big pen up this way. And Ol Pejeta is still working on a breeding program to harness a way to combine these animals and maybe save the species. It's a very ambitious project, but what a magnificent creature Sudan is.
You know, poaching is a cartel and it's a link. There is a man who comes here with a gun and kill a rhino, remove the horn. He takes that horn to someone else, and then that someone else will take the horn overseas. The front horn can go up to 7 kgs, and the rear horn can go to 5 kgs. And 1 kg is going at around 2 million Kenya shillings. So you have about 12 kgs times 2 million. You see, a lot of money. That's why we have this problem of poaching keep on persisting.
This is the rhino cemetery. These are the graves of all the rhinos that have been poached in the Conservancy since 2004. Way too many. It goes to show that no matter how much security they provide in the Conservancy, the key is still to stop the global trade. You've got to stop all the trade in horns and ivory. It's the only way. Here's the proof. Worth more alive.
If you were to ask me what the most effective thing is we can do to prevent poaching, I would say to you that gathering intelligence and having a good relationship with the people around us is probably the most important thing we can do.
As part of our elephant monitoring program at the Conservancy, we are very keen to ensure that the communities around us are living in harmony with the elephants and other wildlife. So we want to ensure that elephants that become habitual fence breakers are intervened, because once they go out the fence, then the chances of them getting into conflict with the communities are very high. In extreme cases, we would then get into contact with the Kenya Wildlife Service to move them to areas that are big enough and have a lesser density of people around them. Today we have a team that's going out to capture and translocate some specific elephants.
There he is.
To also monitor the elephants where they are going to be released, we'll fit a transmitter into the tusks.
It's a GPS GSM tracking tag with motion sensors on board and a UHF transmitter. It's of course going to be embedded in the ivory.
That was crazy. The helicopter herded the rogue elephant out of the bush, darted it. The team moved in, lifted up the elephant, got it up on the big truck, and Heinrich got up there, drilled a big hole in the elephant's tusk and inserted an incredible piece of electronics that will track everywhere it goes in the world. And if it's grabbed by poachers, we'll know remotely.
In this enclosure, we have 24 chimpanzees, Poco being the oldest guy. And Poco has actually a tragic story because he was kept in a very small cage for 9 years. You can see the size of the cage. It is too small to lie down. He could sit down or stand up. And the cage was suspended by the roof of a petrol station so that people coming to fuel the vehicles could come and see a chimp up on the top. Yeah. And when he came here, he could not walk on his four like normal chimp. He could not stand up and walk upright, because you can imagine sitting in this cage for all those years. Chimpanzees are not part of Kenyan wildlife, and they eat what we eat. And there's no enough food in the forest to forage for themselves. They rely on us to supplement them. They rely on human support. And one chimp can cost like $4,000 a year. And you can multiply that into 39 chimpanzees we have. It's a lot of money we're using to buy food, maintenance, and we need donors to support us as well.
A sanctuary for chimpanzees, protecting and transforming lives in local communities, tourism for conservation, protecting the vulnerable, all worthy of support, and a joyful visit to Ol Pejeta Conservancy.